Hello dear children, welcome to my class. Have you ever tried walking just above the earth? Is it possible? If no, why it is not possible? What is the reason? Second question. I am holding a ball in my hand. Just I will throw it in the upward direction, but it falls down. Why it didn't go in the upward direction only? Third question. You know the solar system where we find many planets including Earth. The planet Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, etc. keep on revolving around the sun. Have you ever thought why they won't follow the different path and why they won't deviate from the particular orbit for their motion? All these questions have some reason. What is that? We shall learn what is the reason behind it. The main reason behind it is the gravitation. Then what is gravitation or what is gravity? We shall understand in detail. Consider the two bodies. One is Earth and another one is Moon. Let the Earth is having mass m1 and the Moon is having mass m2. They are separated by a distance r. Here, these are the two bodies having masses m1 and m2. Because of the masses of the bodies, these two will exert force on one another. The Earth will exert force on the Moon, you can take it as F1, and the Moon will exert force on the Earth, you can take it as F2. The net force acting on this one, you can take it as F. This force is attractive in nature. That's why this body, if it is lighter, it always tries to pull it towards the center of the Earth. That's why when you throw the ball upward, that ball always experiences a force exerted by the Earth. That's why it comes back to the Earth, because it is lighter compared to the mass of the Earth, right? Therefore, so this net force acting between these two bodies because of their masses is called force of gravity, which is attractive in nature. Then how it depends? On what factors this force depends? So this force of attraction or force of gravity, it is called as, is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the body, that is m1 into m2. And also the same force is inversely proportional to square of the distance between these two bodies. That means product of the masses increases, means there is increase in either of the body's mass, then force also increases. And the distance between these two bodies, if there is small decrease in the distance, leads a very large increase in the force. If the bodies come closer, the very large amount of force of attraction exists between the two bodies. And if there is a little increase in the distance between the two bodies, then you find a very large decrease in the force of attraction. This force, we can write it as m1 into m2 by r square. Combining these two, the force, gravitational force, is directly proportional to the product of these two masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between these two bodies, right? So this is known as law of gravity, and this law of gravity is studied by Sir Isaac Newton. Therefore, this law is also known as Newton's law of gravity, or also known as universal law of gravity. And here, if you write this in the form of equation, F is equal to some proportionality constant, we take it as G into m1 into m2 by r square. Here, G is known as gravitational constant. When the mass of the body is equal to 1 kg, and if they are separated by a distance of 1 meter, then this gravitational constant is equal to the force of attraction, the gravitational force. That is, when m1 is equal to m2 is equal to 1 kg and r is equal to 1 meter, then F is equal to g into 1 into 1 by 1 square. This is equal to g. Therefore, F is equal to g. So, you can define this universal gravitational constant as universal gravitational constant is the force between the two bodies having unit masses separated by a unit distance. This is when r is equal to 1 meter. Right? Its value is given by 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Dear children, I hope that you have understood why you cannot walk just above the earth without touching the ground. The reason is because your mass is very less compared to the mass of the earth. The earth will exert a greater amount of force on you and pulls you towards the ground. So, it is inevitable for you to touch the ground and walk. And you try. Once you try, just whether it is possible to walk without touching the ground. Good luck.